Today, I'll be breaking down a gripping mystery thriller, The Invisible Guest. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share with friends, and leave a comment. The story opens with Virginia, a sharp and respected attorney, visiting Adrian Doria in his upscale Barcelona apartment. Adrian, a successful tech entrepreneur, is currently out on bail after being accused of murdering his lover, referred to here as mistress, at a secluded mountain hotel called Bella Vista. Adrian initially hires a defense attorney, who then brings in Virginia as a legal strategist to help prepare his testimony. Virginia tells Adrian that the prosecution has a witness set to testify, and they only have 3 hours to prepare a counter-narrative. She urges him to cooperate fully and speak the truth. Adrian insists he's innocent and says he's being framed. He claims that someone was aware of his affair and had been blackmailing him and mistress. They were instructed to bring 100,000 euros to the hotel. While in the hotel room, Adrian receives a message from mistress's phone, even though she no longer had it. Realizing it's a setup, they try to flee. But someone smashes Adrian's head into a mirror, knocking him out. When he regains consciousness, the attacker is gone, and mistress is lying dead. That's when the police arrive and arrest Adrian. After hearing this, Virginia challenges his story. She argues that no one could have entered the locked room without a key and suggests the crime scene was staged to make Adrian look guilty. Adrian insists the police are manipulating the evidence. Virginia pressures him to go further back and recount the events leading up to the murder. Adrian then describes how his affair with mistress unfolded. Both were married and had been meeting in secret. On one trip to a cottage in Bierge, Adrian lies to his wife, saying he's in Paris. While returning to Barcelona, they decide to end the affair to avoid damaging their marriages. During the drive, Adrian swerves to miss a deer and crashes into another car. The driver, 23-year-old Daniel Garrido, is killed instantly. Adrian tries to call the police, but mistress stops him. She argues they'll be ruined if the affair is exposed. When their car won't start, another driver stops to offer help. They quickly stage the scene to look like a simple fender bender. When Daniel's phone rings, mistress grabs it, pretends to speak to an insurance agent, and ends the call. After the driver leaves, they begin covering their tracks. Adrian takes Daniel's car, with Daniel still in the trunk, and dumps it in a nearby lake. Mistress picks him up afterward. She explains that while she waited for a tow truck, a mechanic named Thomas stopped to help. He brought her to his home to fix the car, where she met his wife, Elvira. Inside their home, she noticed a family photo, revealing Thomas and Elvira were Daniel's parents. As mistress prepared to leave, Elvira called out to Daniel, prompting mistress to hide his phone, which she had taken. The parents returned, thinking Daniel had left his phone behind. Later, mistress adjusted the seat in Adrian's car, which Thomas remembered. His suspicions grew. Adrian later sold the car to a junkyard and said goodbye to mistress, thinking it was the last time they'd meet. But soon, police contacted him after Thomas had reported Adrian's license plate. Adrian's lawyer crafted an alibi, claiming he was in Paris, and bribed authorities to remove Adrian's name from the investigation. Later, news breaks that Daniel allegedly stole money from a bank and faked his own death. Adrian confronts mistress, who confesses to taking Daniel's wallet and siphoning money from Daniel's bank account through her husband's access. Adrian is outraged, but mistress threatens to expose him if she's caught. Adrian's life moves on, and he receives a major business award. Then, Thomas, disguised as a journalist, approaches Adrian, recognizes his cigarette lighter, and emotionally begs him to reveal where Daniel's body is. Security removes him. Not long after, Adrian receives a parcel from Daniel Garrido. Inside is a photo of the lake and instructions to bring mistress to Hotel Bella Vista along with 100,000 euros. Adrian suspects the blackmailer is the driver who stopped to help them. He believes this man witnessed him dumping the car and is now extorting him. Virginia scolds Adrian, warning that this narrative won't hold up and could make him look even more guilty. She begins dissecting holes in his story. Why did the attacker leave the money untouched? How did he enter a locked room without a key? And who sent the text from mistress's phone? Virginia theorizes that the attacker was Thomas and that Elvira helped him access the room, since she worked at the hotel. She could have unlocked a window for Thomas to enter, then closed it afterward to erase any trace. Adrian and Virginia learn that the prosecution's witness is the driver who passed by the accident scene. Adrian begins to panic. Virginia quickly offers a new defense, claim that Adrian was indeed in Paris and that Mistress acted alone. Adrian was lured to the hotel by her, unaware of the situation. Adrian objects, saying the witness can place him at the scene. Virginia then admits there is no witness, she made it up. She's bluffing to push him for the truth. She demands to know where he dumped Daniel's car. Under pressure, Adrian confesses, Daniel wasn't dead when he was placed in the trunk. As he pushed the car into the lake, Daniel regained consciousness. But it was too late. Adrian drowned him. Horrified, Virginia appears emotionally shaken. She composes herself and assures Adrian she won't tell anyone. But something feels off. A skilled lawyer like Virginia wouldn't jeopardize her case by reacting emotionally or siding with a guilty client. She accuses Adrian of manipulating the truth to make Mistress look like the mastermind. According to medical records, Mistress had anxiety attacks from guilt. She wanted to come clean and offer reparations to Daniel's parents. She invited Adrian to the hotel intending to confess everything. She told Adrian they needed to take responsibility, but Adrian, realizing he'd been tricked, lost control and killed her. Then he injured himself to make it look like an attack. Virginia claims Thomas lost faith in the justice system and took matters into his own hands. She insists Thomas and Elvira devised a flawless plan, using their acting skills to trap Adrian. Just then, they receive an update. The supposed prosecution witness is actually the passing driver from the accident. Adrian begins to panic again. They take a break. As Virginia steps out, Adrian gets a message from his actual lawyer. The real Virginia Goodman is on her way, and the witness situation has been handled. Then, it hits him. The pen he used to mark Daniel's car location was recording their entire conversation. He looks across to the building opposite, and sees Virginia with Thomas. It's not Virginia. It's Elvira Garrido in disguise. An absolutely shocking moment. Elvira and Thomas, former theater actors, pulled off the ultimate deception. They lured Adrian into confessing, played on his ego, and got him to admit everything. At that moment, the real Virginia finally walks into Adrian's apartment. Meanwhile, Thomas is on the phone with the police, reporting what really happened to Daniel Garrido. Adrian, who thought he could lie and manipulate his way out of murder, was brilliantly outplayed by grieving parents with a plan, and a flawless performance. This has been The Invisible Guest, an unforgettable thriller with one of the most satisfying twists you'll ever see.